You are listening to GZR, Ground Zero Radio, the very best of Orange County's original music scene and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to GZR, Ground Zero Radio. We got the live music happening for you. Check out that acoustic, 2 acoustic guitars.
I know.
In the house tonight.
What a great way to start the show, huh?
It's a GZR house party.
Lovely. Can I please have a glass of champagne with that?
Yeah.
Another?
Right.
That was delicious.
Open that.
Another. Yes.
Oh, man. Yeah.
That you were my friend. Thank you, and welcome to GZR, Ground Zero Radio. Mike Karen, what's happening in the music industry?
Well, happy January 29th. It's National Puzzle Day, which means crossword or...
Dude, do you know
jigsaw?
I am a professional crossword puzzles too, but jigsaw puzzle. I'm a jigsaw puzzle professional.
I don't like puzzles.
And when I finish them, I glue them and frame them.
Wow.
That is hardcore. Now you have a day to celebrate.
With or out the missing piece.
Yeah.
Missing pieces. Don't get me started. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
And I did want to mention tomorrow is National Plan for Vacation Day. So
okay.
There's always that to look forward to, at least the planning of it. Today, music history. In 2011, I know you guys will love this, former teen stars Tiffany and Debbie Gibson team up to star in the movie Mega Python vs. Gatoroid on the Sci-Fi Network.
The Debbie Gibson, who was just an honoree at the She Rocks Award during NAMM.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the one.
That Debbie Gibson?
That Debsy.
Wow, film star.
Right on.
And
film star.
And
Debbie
Tiffany
Gibson.
from the malls and stuff.
Mall star.
But yeah, I didn't get to see the movie, but it is rated 3 out of 10 stars on IMDb, so it's got to be a good one, right?
-3.
Well, have you seen it? Can you say that?
Stop that.
Actually, I believe I did see it.
But
anyway.
we love them, though.
Yeah, of
Oh,
course.
absolutely.
And
And,
yes.
and all those movies are tongue-in-cheek, like all those Sharknadoes and such. But yeah, I had to mention it. Some notable birthdays this week. Today, happy birthday goes up to Adam Lambert. Guitarist Johnny Lang.
Oh, wow.
Stop.
Okay.
Another one of those.
Johnny Lang is my crush. You guys
well,
didn't know
he's
that.
pretty good, I guess.
I just revealed.
The world now knows that.
Yeah.
Johnny, if you're listening, feel free to call in. Also, happy birthday today goes to bassist Eddie Jackson of Queensryche.
Mm-hmm.
Tuesday, tomorrow, a man many of you have heard of, Phil Collins.
Okay.
Yes.
And another one on Wednesday, Johnny Rotten.
I'll be darned.
Great singer. Thursday, Exene Cervenka and Kansas guitarist Rich Williams. Happy birthday to you folks. Saturday, Ross Valerie of Journey and Robert DeLeo STP. Happy birthday, guys.
Wow.
Okay, here's a couple shows this week. Tuesday, we got Head PE at the House of Blues in Anaheim. Thursday, we got the Outlaws of Folk Music series at Bogart's Coffee House in Seal Beach. That's an earlier event, so check times. I believe we're at 6:15 there. Mm-hmm. Friday, Local Boys Gone Good, Bad, Big
Crazy.
Time.
Yeah.
Steel Panther will be at the House of Blues in Anaheim.
Yes.
Buckle down and leave your mom at home. And then
Not necessarily.
Hey, I'm a mom.
I didn't say you, mom.
They sing about
You
moms.
meant other moms.
They do sing about moms. That's why I made that PSA.
Yep.
But love the boys. And then Saturday, we got Squirrel Power at the Constellation Room in Santa Ana. She should be putting on a great show. Anyways, that's the news.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Karen. Job well done, as usual.
Yeah. Excellent news segment. Mike Karen, guess who we have live?
I know.
Live in the studio.
We've already been entertained.
We have, because they opened our entire session tonight with an instrumental, which was cool beans, man. Mike, Mike, would you please do us the honors and introduce our guest this evening?
Well, yeah. We've got Matt Mauser in the house.
All right. Welcome, Matt.
And with Matt Mauser, who did you bring with you, Matt?
I brought my guitar player from the Tijuana Dogs, Mr. Dave Murdy. And I don't know if you guys know this, but Dave is the studio guitar teacher at Orange Coast College.
Down the street.
No kidding.
That's good to know.
That's how we met.
All right.
That is
I'm
great
going to get
to
your
know
number.
that.
I might want to take your class.
We all need your number, Dave.
Every guitar player in Orange County knows Dave Murdy.
Well, I do now.
Well, aside from you.
Aside from me. That's the story of my life. Anyways.
Hey, that's what the show is all about.
True.
You know, let's get
Connections.
together and put the spotlight on this awesome music community that we have here in Orange County, and those that we know, put the spotlight on them. Those that we don't know, get them in here so that we can get to know them.
Right on.
That's what it's all
That's
about.
what she says.
We're in.
Yep.
That's what I'll say.
Here we are.
Matt Mauser, you are so awesome for making it happen and getting in here tonight. Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah. Just all you need is a call.
Yeah. Awesome. We're thrilled to have you.
Call me.
I got 3 kids.
Call me, baby. Your kids are great. And I am saying that because I am highly familiar with a song called Green Bike that you did with your daughter. And Rip Morgan, who used to be here at KOCI and do the local show, we wound up having Green Bike on Rip Morgan's local show, and Rip Morgan freaking loved that whole concept, loved the song so much, he could not stop talking about it, and so much so that it just flowed over to me. Let me think about this for a minute. It's a brilliant concept to be a parent and share with them your talents so that your talents will spill over to them, ultimately winds up in a recorded song. That's a beautiful dynamic.
Yeah, well, that song has a lot of meaning for me in a lot of different ways. That's this is a heavy topic, but you know, everybody knows I lost my wife in that helicopter, and so she was supposed to be on that, and we had written this song, and we were supposed to perform it at the Brea Improv the night where my wife passed away. So otherwise, if we hadn't written that song, my daughter would have been on that helicopter
Oh my
as well.
gosh.
So it's a cute song, but it's for us it has a lot of significance. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's
wow.
it's we don't really dwell on it. Just use it for what it is. It's a great song.
It is. Thank you so much for sharing that intense connection.
Yeah, definitely. That's the reality of that song.
Yeah.
Yep.
I appreciate you sharing that reality. Really, that means a lot to me personally. And thank you very much. In and of itself, just brilliant to be doing music with your daughter. I'm sure that has flowed over to all 3 of your children in one way or another.
Oh yeah. So when we play concerts, I have them selling T-shirts. And they get 10%, and then they have to come up and sing a song, all 3 of them.
Awesome.
And that's how you. It's like if you were if your dad was a farmer, you'd have to go out and plow the fields. If your dad was like a shoemaker, you'd have to pound soles into shoes or little nails.
Yeah.
Your dad's a singer in a band, and so get to work.
There you go.
Yes.
I like that.
Agreed.
Great plan.
All right. Hey, so where should we start? You be the leader of this interview.
We just kind of rehearsed these songs in the lobby of your building here. So we thought we'd start with one that I wrote right kind of after everything kind of went down. It was about 2 months after, maybe 3 or 4 months afterwards. It was I used to walk the river trail in Huntington Beach, so I'd live off like Adams. So I would walk from Adams to the beach every day for like a good 6 months. And if you recall, right after everything happened, we had the pandemic. So I'm a swimmer, so I wasn't able to swim. I wasn't able to get into any kind of like gym. So I would just walk. and walking was about the only thing I could do. So it was kind of a new phase, and it's called New Life Story. And my buddy Dave's going to set it up. And this one's just kind of where my head was at that time. I walk along the river trail just to clear my head. I'm kicking rocks and watch them fall into the riverbed. I sleep alone at night under the candlelight, adjusting pictures on the wall if they're not fitting right. The sound of you is like a melody that's haunting me. You're everywhere, surrounded by your symphony. It hits me in the chest, your wall of sound knocks me over, hard to get myself up off the ground. I just think about you, that's all I do. Stare at the stars, hope you're thinking about me too. It's complicated, new territory. Reluctantly, I'm writing my new life story. All right, Dave, we're gonna do a little pause. It's like they say, I saw you there across a crowded room. I probably gave some cheesy line from some Sinatra tune. Oh, it's nothing there. Forgot the words. Fitting broken circles into broken squares. I just think about you, that's all I do. Stare at the stars and hope you're thinking about me too. Ooh, it's complicated. Ooh, new territory. Reluctantly, I'm writing my new life story. Little bridge.
Sounds good.
And I hope we'll meet on some heavenly street and walk away in style. I just think about you, it's all I do. Stare at the stars, hope you're thinking about me too. It's complicated, new territory. Reluctantly, I'm writing my new life story.
Wonderful.
That was great.
Live music.
Fantastic.
A couple of
Right on.
lyrics, messing chords up.
So what's new?
It's
Are you
live.
kidding me? It's live.
Live and real. That's
and
the
it's
best
real,
part.
Yeah, that's right.
and
Yeah.
it is beautiful. We are live.
Very live.
Live.
is just way cool
Loving the
live.
live.
Good to be here. So this, can we set this song up?
Heck yeah.
Absolutely.
So I used to live on a houseboat with my dad in the LA harbor, talking like the early 80s. And my dad had these characters that would walk down the docks, and it was just an interesting time in my life. And I remember like living with, seeing people that just had no regard for anybody else and just lived their life, and they didn't care what anybody else thought. And I always kind of envied that. So there was this one guy, his name was Vern, and he was a drunk, and he was great sense of humor, and my dad would just have long conversations. As a little kid, I would just sit back and listen to these conversations, but this guy didn't care. He just was like, he was kind of, I wish I had that kind of like, just
Indifference
about life,
Yeah.
So as I got older, I wrote a song about it. This is kind of dedicated to Vern on the dock.
All right. For Vern.
I'm gonna clean up the language. We don't want to get you guys fired. I hit it and I quit it, and I've never been committed to anyone or anything. Never been the kind of man to stick with women, kind of man I like to roam and do my thing. I roam the greener dances like a dog sniffing. I'm never gonna settle down. I'm a Muslim when I'm plastered, and I got the BS mastered. I'm a real treat to be around. Hell yes, I got problems, but I don't wanna solve them. If you want a man like me, you want a man like me, you want a man like me. When you see me sniffing cocaine, late night chasing tang, all women in a Mustang. Maybe, baby, that's my thing. When you see me sniffing cocaine, late night chasing tang, oh, chitty, chitty, bang, bang. Maybe, baby, that's my thing. Everybody says I gotta get myself together, got some pushed-em distance under my feet. From this life that I've been living, always taking, never giving, I'm an underbelly social elite. It's easy as tradition, I'm a breaking with tradition, I'm never gonna add up to much. But you're never gonna see me making up excuses, never see me using a crutch. Hell yes, I got problems, but I don't wanna solve them. If you want a man like me, you want a man like me, you want a man like me. Well, you see me sniffing cocaine, late night chasing tang, big women in a Mustang. Maybe, baby, that's my thing. Well, you see me sniffing cocaine, late night chasing tang, oh, chitty, chitty, bang, bang. Maybe, baby, that's my thing. Yeah, that's my thing. That's my thing. Dave Murdy on guitar.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
It's a little gritty.
Yeah.
A little gritty.
A little grainy.
Hey,
A little gritty
A
ditty.
little racy.
I don't know.
I
think-
like those problems that you don't want to solve.
Well, I was going to say, I think I'd like that guy.
Yeah,
That's the
He was a
indifference.
He was
That's
a
the
great
indifference
guy.
part.
Right?
Yeah.
I like people that just they are who they say they are.
Yep.
You know?
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You don't like me, you don't have to.
Right.
totally fine. And so while we're on that note, let me just own up to the fact that I absolutely loved the movie Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yeah.
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 High rotation in our house, too.
That movie is awesome.
Yeah.
Dick Van Dyke, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
absolutely.
it was.
You know who else was in that movie was the comedian Benny Hill,
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yep.
It's true. Yeah.
the toy maker, right?
He was. Yeah.
That was way before my time, but
Yeah, it was.
Oh, boy.
I'm kidding.
I saw it in the theater.
I'm sure it's on Amazon
Did you
Prime.
see
or
it?
something.
What did you see when it was first released? Did you see the premiere?
Oh, yeah.
I saw
The
it in
red
theater.
carpet event,
Yeah,
everything?
I saw it
No,
in the
not
theater.
that. But, I mean, I saw it in
I'm
the
just
theater.
kidding. I'm
Yeah.
just messing with you.
I do have a little bit of trivia for those types of movies. My grandfather was in Pete's Dragon.
Oh, neat.
No.
If you never remember that movie, this is like
Yes.
the first one, and he was the guy with the pink hair in that movie.
Wow.
Really?
Yep, and he was also in Paint Your Wagon. He was also in a movie that was.
I remember that movie.
That musical, that
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood musical. That
Yeah.
was a bomb.
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood musical. Let me
Oh,
think
you
about
got
that
to
for a
see it
minute.
if you
Put
haven't.
that together.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put
right.
that together. Yeah.
Yep.
How interesting. And so, hey, Matt, so I am so glad that you're here tonight sharing your original music. And I know that you have done many gigs where people can come and listen to your original music. But a lot of people know you as the lead singer of Tijuana Dogs or the Frank Sinatra tribute band. But that is why I am glad you're here tonight to showcase your original music, your voice, your sound, your lyrics. I love that.
Oh, thank you. Thanks
Yeah.
for giving us an opportunity to come in. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. I've seen your specific your name on it, Matt Mauser's shows, and it's a lot of fun. Exactly what we're sampling here tonight with the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang and the stuff I can't say. But
Well,
he did.
We did an all original show. A friend of mine said, "You got to do this. Do an all original show." And I'd never really thought about it because we're working. So when you're working and people are paying you, they don't want to get you up there and do Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Yeah.
You lose the crowd. So we keep people dancing and we keep people having a good time. So I had this opportunity to do it at Campus Jack's. Jack's a great guy. And I said, "Hey, would you be okay with me doing an all original?" And we sold it out. He said it's sold out in like 3 days.
Wow.
And
Fantastic.
we had a great
Congratulations.
night. And so, maybe it's people like original music.
yes, they do.
That's what keeps us in business.
That's right. Yep.
Yes, absolutely. Because listen, every mainstream hit song was once somebody's original song.
Yeah.
There you go.
So there you go. And not only that, your personality and your showmanship on stage just wins people over no matter what.
Thanks.
I mean, that show at Campus Jack's, you were so full of fun personality. Who doesn't want to just soak it up? That was my impression.
Oh, thank you. Well, I surround myself with very talented people. That's the key. That way you don't have to be as good.
Right.
If it sounds good,
That's not even what.
then you can kind of goof around.
Well, the goofing around part, I totally understand that. And that is part of your personality. That's part of your charm.
Oh, take it.
Yeah. And, that's what makes the show fun. Nobody wants to see a technically perfect, stale show. I don't mean to make it sound like perfect techniques are always stale. No, that's not what I mean at all. What I'm saying is it's so interesting to go see something that is quality players, performance, the stage presence, the vocals, all of that, and then also to laugh and enjoy it just makes it all that much more enjoyable.
Yeah. Well, we learned early. Dave and I, we started the band in 1998. And we've been going strong. And we learned early that if you can get the crowd having a good time, people will come back.
Absolutely.
You just get up there and you play your stuff, and nobody's really partying or having a good time. You're not going to make
connecting.
fans.
Yeah.
So making fans and letting the people have, feel like they're involved with the night. That's a huge thing.
It is.
And
They want to be entertained.
They do.
Yeah.
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 so and a lot of the stuff we do, we're making it up. Everybody thinks it's rehearsed. It's not rehearsed.
Yeah.
We make up the song list on the fly, and we've never,
There isn't a song
we've
list.
never varied from that formula. We just, what's next? I don't know. Let's figure it out. And then whatever comes to our heads, we put out.
That's
And if
awesome.
it doesn't work, we change it in the middle of the song. And we're just honest and kind of it's raw.
Yeah.
And that's why people
I'm sure
have fun.
they pick up on that.
Yeah, that's what makes a great show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying, but also you have this level of professionalism and experience in your pocket, in Dave's pocket, and your other musicians as well, so that when you are freestyling it, there's
there's a foundation. There's definitely a foundation. We work hard. I mean, Dave, everybody thinks he's just having a good time. Dave's been studying guitar since he was like 13 years old.
11.
There you go, 11.
Wow.
So I mean, and that's been his whole life. So it's like you're not dealing with people that are just kind of the weekend warriors. These guys have dedicated themselves to their instrument.
Yeah.
I'm the most inexperienced in the band. I'm the biggest hack.
Well, it's hard.
Which actually like benefits us.
Right.
Well, the combination is absolutely awesome, and I want to dig more into what do you have planned for your original set of music? Are you going to do another original only show?
I'm doing a lot of Sinatra stuff, and so I say Sinatra very loosely. It's not just Sinatra. When we get up there, we're the name of it's the Matt Mauser Big Band, and we do everything. So it's the way you'd see a Tijuana Dogs show. where it's off the cuff and just kind of seemingly ad-libbed, is kind of the way we're doing this big band thing. And it's very fluid. It's moving from left to right. It's like no other big band you've ever seen. Like we're doing rock and roll. We're doing like a Metallica medley with the big band, killing in the name of, with the big band. And it's a party, but it also has the ability to be, classy and just, beautifully polished with those horns and everything. So,
I can testify to the fact that you do have the ability to maintain that class, and thank you very much for that. I personally appreciate that.
oh, you got it.
Yeah.
Well, nobody wants to go see a big band and a guy with the shirt off and jumping around and a band. So,
Yeah, it's kind of a mixed match at that point.
You got to be true to the style, and you got to be true to that genre. But then you can take it other places from there. And then once again, I'm surrounded by amazing musicians. Pete Jacobs, our big band director, is a phenomenal arranger, a phenomenal just musician. He plays keys also in the band, and he does all the charts. Dave and Tom Dante, who is our drummer. I mean, we're dealing with guys that are
Major.
really talented players.
Absolutely.
Greg Vale, I'm thinking a lot of people know Greg, the sax
Yes.
player. Very
Yes.
accomplished sax player, and it's a good quality show.
I'm excited. I want to come see it.
That will be at Pala on February 23rd at the Pala Casino in Temecula.
The full band. And
Under
we're doing
the
a-
full band, the big band.
And then we're doing a scaled-down version of the band February
On
10th.
Campus Jacks,
At
yeah.
Campus Jacks,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Nice.
Where it's just the people that Matt mentioned, Greg
Okay.
Vale on sax,
Yeah.
Tom on drums, and myself and Pete on Jacobs, like a rhythm section, a horn player, and Matt leading the pack up front. So-
Yeah, that's
Awesome.
those shows sell off. I think we're doing 2 shows that day because they sold out.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
But Jack's, it's a really cool club. Jack at Campus Jacks, he tried to get us in there as the Tijuana Dogs for like a good year and a half, 2 years. I kept saying, no, we're done doing the clubs. And then finally my wife said, he was not going to let go. And so we went in there. The club was classy, great sound
very much
system,
so.
great stage. And I said, okay. And he was just cool. He paid us more than anybody else. He goes, I'll pay you more than anybody. Those are working words for musicians. We're coming in. And then, so I brought down, some of the best. I brought down Nathan East, who's the most recorded bass player of all time. He was with, you were just talking about Phil Collins. He was with Phil Collins. He was with Stevie Wonder. He's with, he
But
wrote.
Eric Clapton's bass player since the 80s.
Right, so he came down. We did a show there. So, Campus Jacks has become a real kind of staple with the Orange County scene.
Yeah.
Jack does
Oh,
a
yeah.
great job.
Great venue. Fantastic.
Absolutely. And the QSC sound system,
Mm-hmm.
I know it's not always, but predominantly golden Preciado on that sound system. Woo!
Yeah, Golden's awesome.
Man, you couldn't ask for anything better, especially as a vocalist.
Yeah, no.
She
Yeah.
gets it as a vocalist. Wow.
And
Yeah.
Jacob, our new background singer, he works for QSC as well.
Yes. Yeah.
That's how we found him.
All right. So what do you got prepared for us
Well,
next?
there's a song we wrote. I wrote this on the 395 coming home from Mammoth.
There we go.
And if you've ever been on that beautiful stretch of highway known as the 395 in the lovely city of Adelanto, California, the land of endless
There's
possibilities.
a sign that says City of Endless Possibilities.
does
Does
say
it say that? Does it say that?
It really
no,
does.
It really does?
Yeah.
Right next to the containers and trash.
Right, exactly. You really got to use your imagination.
Yeah.
So this is one that we were coming back with the kids, and I said, honey, get a pen. I got a song. So this is the song. Go ahead, Dave. Sit up. Well, making my way on the 395 out of Vineyard. It's a hell of a drive. Halfway back to San Bernardino. Gotta get this body back close to you, but I'm stuck behind a truck. Every time I try to get around, there's a head-on traffic about a mile down. Kicking up dirt and kicking up grit in the middle of the night, and I can't see. Hey, stuck behind a truck. Yeah, look out, man, can you hear my horn a blowing? I don't give a damn what you're towing. I got a lonely woman drinking homemade wine. And if it take too long, she gonna take the next in line. It's a crime to waste my time. When she hits the brakes, the lights start a glaring. They got me hypnotized, I can't stop staring. I'm only seeing red, don't wanna end up dead. I'm stuck behind a truck. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Dave Murdy. Yeah, look out, man, can't you hear my horn a-blowing? I don't give a damn what you're towing. I got a lonely woman drinking homemade wine. And if I take too long, she gonna take the next in line. It's a crime to waste my time. When I finally got the chance to hit the gas, I took a good hard look as I went past. There was a little old lady and she wasn't shy. The big old bird high in the sky. Stuck behind a truck. Yes, I'm stuck behind a truck. Yes, I'm stuck behind a truck.
Right on.
Oh my God.
That's a fun one.
That's awesome.
I know
Awesome
that
stuff.
truck
Yeah, I've been behind that one for sure.
so many times.
Have you been stuck behind that
Yeah,
one?
on 395.
There's one lane, and you're too scared to pass because
Yes.
you start to go, and here's a
Yep.
car coming the other way.
Oh, yeah. And they put those plastic things up now, which everybody's blowing through. You
Yep.
know?
Yeah, but it's still a
Awesome.
great drive. I mean, once
Oh,
you,
it's beautiful.
it's still a beautiful drive.
It's the best.
And when you play that song, it makes it even more.
I'm gonna be playing that
We play
song.
that one every time we go through.
Love it.
You need to
Yeah.
put that in your playlist,
I
aren't
am,
you? Yes,
yeah.
you are.
We've taken that trip to Mammoth where we played a while back, and then also Lone Pine where we did
Yes.
the there's a museum out there that's the history of Western movie museum.
Absolutely, yeah.
And they have an event like once or twice a year, and we've done it with both bands. And you're right out there in the middle of the rocks and stuff. And I think they filmed up to about 600 different
Westerns,
Yeah, Westerns.
And,
there.
and every
Yeah.
every car commercial you see where they're driving in rocks, like in dirt road, that's called
it.
the Alabama Hills.
Yeah.
Alabama Hills, and they have been so good to us. I mean, we're huge in Lone Pine.
Teeny little town.
That's awesome. Hey, Matt, do you mind if I ask you about your experience on America's Got Talent?
No, not at all. I got a call from them during the pandemic, and we had done a year anniversary of, just on the 26th of January. The first year we did a fundraiser for my wife's foundation. It's called the Christina Mauser Foundation. We can get scholarships for young women that are going to college and playing sports. And they saw that. One of the talent scouts saw me doing the Sinatra thing online, because you remember you couldn't perform live, so we
Right.
did everything online. We'd have concerts in the kitchen online. We'd had Christmas concert in the living room online, and we're getting a lot of attention doing that. So somebody had seen that, a scout from the America's Got Talent, and called and said, "Would you like to be on the show?" And my first thought was, "No, I don't want to do that. That's not really. I don't think that would be appropriate, But then I talked to my manager, and he goes, "What's appropriate? You've been through a ton, and maybe this could help other people." And I said, "Well, if I'm going to do it, I want to make sure that I have a reason for doing it, not just getting publicity, not just trying to win a prize. I wanted people to see that life continues. I wanted my children to see that you must endure even in the toughest of times." So that was my call, I guess, for going. That was my motto for going on the show, and I did it. I got a couple rounds. They wanted me to do Ed Sheeran, the last round that I was in. They wanted me to do Ed Sheeran. They wanted me to sing a little Roberta Flack, the first time ever I saw your face. And so I was like, yeah, okay, I'll do it. And then I got there. It was at the Dolby Theater, and they wanted me to get up there. And I said, I can't do this. They go, what do you want to do? I said, I want to do Sinatra. They said, well, you're going to lose. I said, I don't think so. I think American people will see, just how how important this is. It was the first dance at my wedding. I sang it for my wife. And sure enough, I lost. And they were right. But,
you
you know,
did it your
I
way.
did it. And then the great part about that, and I always tell the story, is that a couple months later, I'm going through Starbucks with my son, and I get this call from, I don't know if you know who David Foster is.
Of course.
Yes,
The producer.
Of course.
Of course they do.
Found Michael Bublé, Barbra Streisand's biggest hit, Whitney Houston's biggest
Celine
hit,
Dion.
Celine Dion's biggest hit.
Josh Groban.
All, you know,
on.
David
Yeah.
Foster. So
Oh, yeah.
he's the guy. And he's the America's Got Talent guy in Asia. He's like the Simon Cowell of Asia. So I got a call from him, and he said, "Hey Matt, saw your audition, heard your audition mainly. I love your Sinatra voice, and would you come out and do a show with me?" I said, "Yeah." So we've been traveling. I've done 10, 15.
Holy smokes.
15 a lot of these shows, and you know, we're in DC, we're in Waco, Texas. I flew on his private jet. We fly together. We did Seagram's here, we did Beverly Hills, we did
Vegas.
Palm Desert. I did Vegas at the Wynn with him. It was just, you know, it's been
That's
kind of a
incredible.
cool experience. Toronto, his home in Canada. So it's been a really. I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I did the America's Got Talent thing.
Yeah. I did it my way.
Yeah, I did. Kind of did.
Exactly.
I'm telling you.
Boom.
I see what you tried to do there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been a good experience, and it's led to a lot of really cool experiences, and that's kind of what, you know, I've been saying to the kids is that life, if you just sit back and let life come to you, it's not going to come to you. You have to go out and kind of search for it. It's like being a treasure hunter. If you want to find treasure, you got to dig in the sand. If you want to find joy, you have to pursue that joy, and you have to, you know,
Truth.
explore where where you're going to find them. You got to find
Right.
them in different places.
Right. It doesn't just come knock on your door.
No.
Nope.
Oh, here I am. I'm joy for the day.
Yeah.
No, you gotta make that joy happen for the day.
Yep.
Right. And my heart breaks for all that you have been through. You are a shining example of what every father should be in helping not only yourself but your children come through the tragedy that you all experienced, and in pursuit of joy, not defeat, joy.
And others.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I fail a lot, but I don't quit. I feel like sometimes I'm a good dad. Sometimes I feel like I'm not doing a good job, but I don't give up.
That's
I'm
a
there
dad
every day.
thing.
That's the most important. Don't give up. You know, when you get stuck behind that truck,
That's right. Believe it or not, it'll move off the
it
road
will
at some
move
point.
at some point.
Well, I've had a lot of support. I've had a lot of people. You know, you don't do this in a vacuum. Dave has been huge support for me. Dave lost his wife 6 months after I lost my wife. 8 months. And she was sick for years. He took care of her for 10 plus years. And so, I mean, so he's been through a ton too. So we've been through this together. And it's, you lean on people in tough times, and then you help, you're able to be leaned on when you recover.
And all the joy that you bring to people. I mean, even right
Appreciate it.
here.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
bringing so much joy to me. It's incredible.
Oh, thanks.
Me too.
Yeah, it's just,
My
you know.
face has been hurting from smiling.
I know.
know.
Songs. My gosh.
And
Oh,
our
good.
listening audience too. I'm
course.
sure. I know they're out there just going, Matt and Dave. Hugs to you, also, Dave.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, hugs, virtual, right here. We're reaching out. I know you can't see us on the radio, but we are hugging.
Would you like to hear another tune?
I would love it.
Heck yes.
Oh, thank you.
This is actually one of my favorite tunes. I wrote this a long time ago, and it's about this. It's exactly what we're talking about, and that's why I said I'm eager to play it, because it's about being a father, and it's about being a musician. Because as fathers, you're not home on a lot of nights. You know, you're not able to tuck your kids in. You're not able to be there. Your schedule's different. It's good in the sense that you're not a 9 to 5. I was a teacher for 20-something years, so I played that role too. But for the last 5-6 years, I've just been a musician, and you miss out a lot. You know, you're tired during the day, but the music is so powerful, and the music is it's who you are. You can't just give it up.
Nope.
You know, and the kids learn to adjust to your lifestyle, and if you find the right person in your life, the significant other, they won't make you give it up either. You know, they'll support you in it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So this one is called Pump Sunshine, which is what I feel like we do in a band. So Here I am driving home, was 10,000 now alone. The amplifier's ringing in my ear. From the center of it all, entertaining big and small, the genesis of happiness and cheer. Crowd is gone, but remain in blood pumping through my vein. The faces that I see when I'm on stage. Small and weak, big and strong, for a moment I belong, bringing magic to the music, that's my game. Hey, I pick 'em up, I ease 'em down, give 'em all a ride, pump sunshine in their lives. But the emptiness erupts, lays there on the ground, and looking for my sound, I've yet to settle down. Blowing rain, sun and pain, I've endured them just the same. Uneasiness just like my father had. And the father before him lived with patience running thin. The music was the good when things went bad. If every melody I wrote was like warm honey down my throat, I'd find a peace of mind to rest my head. But every night I have a show, adrenaline start to flow. I'm singing while my kids are tucked in bed. I pick 'em up, I ease 'em down, give 'em all a ride, pump sunshine in their lives. But the emptiness erupts, lays there on the ground, and looking for my sound, I've yet to settle down. All right, buddy. I pick 'em up, I ease 'em down, give 'em all a ride, pump sunshine in their lives. Yeah, but the emptiness erupts, lays there on the ground, looking for my sound, I've yet to settle down.
Awesome. Beautiful.
Absolutely.
Really cool.
Absolutely amazing. And you both, thank you so much. Both of you,
you're welcome.
Matt
Thanks for having
and
us.
David, thank you so much for coming in here tonight and playing live. We love live.
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
So much
Yes,
fun.
we do. We can always play those song files. Having you here personally, and we get like a personal concert.
I
Oh,
say
yeah.
that every time. I
And-
got the front row seat here.
Yeah.
It's the best out of everybody.
Well,
Same.
thank you for bringing us out. Appreciate it.
Thank
Anytime.
you. Thank you for being so on top of it and being so responsive and just accepting. We support you. You support the local promoters. It's a two-way street. Thank you so much,
You
Matt
got it.
Mauser.
Appreciate it, you guys. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Keep doing what you do.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Thank you.
You
will.
too.
You too.
You too. And David, thank you so much for
Oh,
joining
you're
us
welcome.
as well.
Yeah, pleasure.
Yeah, it's awesome. I'd love to learn more about you as well. Take one of our cards and
got it.
let's keep in touch. Definitely. And this has been a tremendous experience, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely.
Hey,
Yeah,
Matt,
loved it.
tell us where people can find you on social media.
Our Instagram, Tijuana Dogs, or Matt Mauser Official on Instagram and Facebook as well. Both Instagram and Facebook, Matt Mauser Official, and then Tijuana Dogs on both of them.
Perfect. And upcoming gigs?
Upcoming gigs, we just we got a ton of private parties. We've been doing a ton of private parties, but the
the
16th,
10th,
the
right.
10th at Campus Jacks, and then the 16th at the same place. They're two different bands, the Tijuana Dogs on the 16th, and then Pala on the 23rd, and then we're actually doing a show in Houston coming up here. We travel quite a bit, so a lot of these private parties, they take us out of town. And then the big one that I'd like everybody to know is my wife's foundation.
Yes, please.
Christina Mauser Foundation. Please donate. We're doing good things for wonderful young women. And we're having a big gala on June 29th at the Balboa Bay Club here in town.
All right. Thank you so much. So, ChristinaMauserFoundation.org.
That's it.
Perfect. Thank you.
Oh, thanks for having us, Michaela. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. You guys have been awesome guests, and have a beautiful night.
Thank you.
You too?
God bless you guys. Appreciate it.
93.1 KNX-FM. It's gonna be a hot one today. Make sure you put your sunscreen on. I can see the sand from here. Bikinis for miles. And here's one by the Tijuana Dogs. Check it out. Here we are in California. You should check it out someday. It's a fun little trip if you ever wanna get away. Just 100 million people soaking up the summer sun. Paparazzi chasing movie stars, cameras for everyone. Let's go dancing with the stars. Find some friends, fly to Mars. Write your name in the sand. Life is always good when you're Californian. Baby says she needs a change of pace, and you've been working like a dog. What's the use in making overtime when your head is always in a fog? There's a big old El Dorado waiting with the top pulled down. Cash advance and a credit card should help you move from town to town. Let's go dancing with the stars. Find some friends, fly to Mars. Write your name in the sand. Life is always good when you're Californian. Every night at cocktail hour, there's a margarita. Salt with lime to wet your lips. And the best tequila. Let's go dancing with the stars. Find some friends, fly to Mars. Write your name in the sand. Life is always good when you're Californian. Let's go dancing with the stars. Find some friends, fly to Mars. Write your name in the sand. Life is always good when you're Californian.
You were listening to GZR, Ground Zero Radio. Follow us on social media and every Monday, 7 to 9 p.m. Pacific Time on KOCI 101.5.